What's happening, Hollywood men fans? Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the hottest stories hitting the scene. From cinematic classics getting a new lease on life to unexpected celebrity moments and critically acclaimed releases, we've got it all. The news cycle never sleeps, and neither do we, bringing you the must-know updates that are making waves. Stick around, because you won't want to miss a second of this. Let's dive in. First up, a beloved noir thriller starring Denzel Washington is now available to stream, and fans are buzzing about the franchise that almost was. Then, we've got an unforgettable, playful moment between Denzel Washington and AAP Rocky that's got everyone talking. Following that, the highly anticipated Spike Lee and Denzel Washington collaboration is hitting screens, and critics are weighing in with their takes. And finally, Denzel Washington shares a powerful message about faith and leadership that's cutting through the noise. You need to hear this. Hit that like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss any of our exclusive updates. A franchise that could have been. Walter Mosley's rich universe of private detective Easy Rawlins, a character brought to life by Denzel Washington, has only seen one of its 14 novels adapted for the screen. Despite its critical acclaim and Denzel Washington's compelling performance, Carl Franklin's 1995 neo-noir thriller, Devil in a Blue Dress, did not achieve box office success, dashing hopes for a planned franchise. Now, decades after its release, the film is available on Hulu, prompting a renewed appreciation for its artistry and the what-if scenario of a potential series. Set against the backdrop of 1948 Lowe's Angels, Devil in a Blue Dress immerses viewers in a world of shadows, secrets, and systemic racism, navigated by Easy Rawlins, an assertive and independent black man. Washington embodies Rawlins with a perfect blend of swagger and vulnerability, portraying a World War II veteran who has managed to secure homeownership, a rare feat for black men at the time. His character is determined to maintain his hard-won status, even if it means taking on risky jobs. This determination leads him to a mysterious offer from the unscrupulous DeWitt Albright, played by Tom Sizemore, who hires Rawlins to find a woman named Daphne Monet. Albright's vague profession and the enigmatic nature of Daphne hint at a dangerous undercurrent to the case, but Rawlins' limited options and curiosity propel him forward. Washington's portrayal of Rawlins is nuanced, showcasing a character who is sometimes too trusting but consistently underestimated by those in power. His interactions with the police, even when facing futility, and his calm demeanor in tense situations highlight his resilience. His on-screen chemistry with Jennifer Beals as Daphne and Lisa, Nicole Carson as Coretta James adds a layer of charisma and allure to the film. Sizemore delivers a chilling performance as Albright, a villain whose subtle menace and veiled contempt make him a formidable antagonist. The film further ignites with the introduction of Don Cheadle as Raymond "Mouse" Alexander, Rawlins' volatile friend, whose unpredictable nature provides both protection and peril, marking Cheadle's breakout role. Though initially overlooked at the box office, Devil in a Blue Dress has cultivated a significant cult following and earned a place in the Criterion Collection, a testament to its enduring quality. While author Walter Mosley continues to write new Easy Rawlins novels, and attempts at a television series have surfaced, none have yet materialized. The unique vision brought by Franklin and Washington remains unparalleled, offering an immersive experience into a world of corruption and the pursuit of justice. But what happens when the lines between real life and real life blur in the most unexpected ways? Stay tuned as we unpack a hilarious celebrity encounter that's taking the internet by storm. Watch out, Denzel Washington's playful prank on AAP Rocky. In a moment that had fans and onlookers in stitches, Hollywood icon Denzel Washington playfully robbed rapper AAP Rocky of his watch during a recent interview. The lighthearted incident occurred during an episode of GQ's Epic Conversations, where Washington and Rocky sat down with director Spike Lee to discuss their upcoming film, Highest to Lowest. The unexpected exchange quickly became a viral sensation, showcasing the easy camaraderie and humor shared between the two stars. The memorable moment unfolded as AAP Rocky inquired about a specific camera shot from Spike Lee's 1998 film, He Got Game. Seizing the opportunity, Washington impulsively took Rocky's watch, leading to Rocky's amused exclamation, "Yo, I'm getting robbed by Denzel right now." Spike Lee chimed in with a jest. That watch is gone, you know that, right? Washington, successfully sporting the watch, flashed it towards the camera, embracing the playful theft. Rocky, unfazed and clearly enjoying the banter, commented, "You can take him out of New York, you can't take the New York out of him, yo. You dig? It looks better on you anyway, OG." This exchange perfectly captured the dynamic between the two artists, highlighting their shared New York roots and mutual respect. This playful interaction was part of a broader conversation where AAP Rocky revealed that he has frequently been told he resembles Denzel Washington. He shared that his mother often told him he looked like the esteemed actor, joking that he'd be a trillionaire if he had a penny for every time he'd been compared to Washington. Washington, in turn, played along, humorously questioning his own paternity. "So, Mom, should we tell him?" adding another layer of jest to their conversation. Adding to the buzz surrounding their collaboration, a teaser trailer for Highest to Lowest was released, further building anticipation for the film. Reports also surfaced that Denzel Washington was listening to music by Moneybagg Yo and Pooh Shiesty on the movie set, a detail that provided a glimpse into his musical tastes and further fueled discussions about the film's cultural influences. The interview also touched upon Spike Lee's past work, including his Malcolm X and Clockers-themed Supreme collaboration, contextualizing the director's ongoing impact on culture. The incident, while a humorous celebrity antic, also underscored the genuine connection and mutual admiration between Washington and Rocky, making their on-screen collaboration in Highest to Lowest even more anticipated. It served as a charming reminder of the human side of Hollywood's biggest stars, offering a moment of levity and shared laughter. While their on-screen chemistry is generating buzz, critics are now weighing in on their latest cinematic venture together. Get ready for a deep dive into the reviews of Spike Lee's new film and what the experts are saying. Spike Lee and Denzel Washington reunite, Highest to Lowest, reviews divided. Nearly 2 decades after their last collaboration, legendary director Spike Lee and two-time Oscar winner Denzel Washington have joined forces once again for Highest to Lowest, a contemporary adaptation of Akira Kurosawa's 1963 masterpiece, High and Low. This marks their 5th cinematic partnership, a reunion that has generated significant critical discussion, with major publications offering a spectrum of opinions on the Kurosawa-inspired crime thriller. The film is set in the competitive music industry, where Washington portrays David King, a seasoned record executive striving to reclaim control of his co-founded hip-hop label, Stackin' Hits. The plot takes a dramatic turn when kidnappers mistakenly abduct the son of King's close friend and chauffeur, Paul Jeffrey Wright, instead of King's own child. This error thrusts King into an agonizing moral dilemma. Should he risk his entire fortune and business empire to pay the $17.5 million ransom for someone else's son? Lee transplants Kurosawa's examination of class and morality from 1960s Tokyo to modern-day New York, using the kidnapping narrative to explore themes of cultural authenticity, generational rifts within Black America, and the perennial tension between artistic integrity and commercial success. AAP Rocky features as the kidnapper, an aspiring rapper whose desperation to break into the industry fuels his extreme actions. Premiering at the Cannes Film Festival, Highest to Lowest represents a bold creative move for Lee, especially following mixed reactions to his previous remake, Oldboy. At 68, Lee appears to be reflecting on his artistic legacy and critiquing contemporary culture, particularly what he perceives as the degradation of authentic Black musical expression. The Washington-Lee reunion is particularly noteworthy, given their individual career evolutions. Washington, now 70, has embraced roles as an elder statesman and complex antihero, maintaining his status as a commanding screen presence. Lee, meanwhile, has enjoyed a career resurgence with films like Black KK Klansman and Da 5 Bloods, making this collaboration a high-profile test of their enduring creative chemistry. Critics have been notably divided. Robert Daniels of Roger Ebert.com praised the film as an exceptional piece of personal filmmaking, calling it perhaps Lee's most energetic work since Inside Man. He lauded the deliberate pacing and the strength of the Washington-Lee reunion, particularly highlighting a subway sequence featuring Eddie Pomeroy as maybe the best, most controlled sequence of Lee's career. Daniels viewed the film as Lee using the past as a launchpad for the final phase of his career. Conversely, Richard Brody of The New Yorker suggested the film signals a conservative pivot for Lee, critiquing its portrayal of cultural capitalism and its perceived preference for jazz and gospel over hip-hop, labeling it fundamentally conservative. Despite ideological reservations, Brody acknowledged Washington's thrilling range. Andrew Lawrence in The Guardian offered a scathing review, arguing that Lee's reimagining can't find much new to say, and criticizes the film for attacking the changing times and amplifying hip-hop's association with unrefined behavior, contrasting it with Lee's earlier celebration of hip-hop in Do the Right Thing. Christina Newland for Sight and Sound found the film uneven but magical, praising the remarkable chemistry between Washington and AAP Rocky and Lee's visual flair, while Peter Debruge in Variety hailed the sensational third act and called the Puerto Rican Day parade sequence spectacular, declaring that Lee clearly has something vital to add to Kurosawa's original. David Fear in Rolling Stone placed the film smack dab in the middle of Lee's filmography, praising Washington's late-act looseness and standout sequences, including a rap battle between Washington and Rocky where Denzel has bars. The mixed critical reception suggests highest to lowest is poised to divide audiences, with some celebrating it as a triumphant return to form and others seeing it as a sign of an artist grappling with evolving cultural landscapes. But beyond the silver screen, Denzel Washington is making headlines for his deeply held personal convictions. Prepare for a powerful statement on faith and leadership that's resonating across the globe. Denzel Washington, Faith Over Fame. In a world often consumed by celebrity influence and the relentless pursuit of public validation, Denzel Washington has once again captured attention, not for a film role, but for his profound and unwavering declaration of faith. During a recent press junket, the Academy Award-winning actor articulated a powerful perspective on leadership, fame, and navigating the complexities of modern culture, a message that has resonated deeply with a diverse audience. Washington's stance was clear and unequivocal when he stated, "I don't follow anybody. I follow the Lord, that's it. That's the only following I'm doing is my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'm not following anybody else on this planet. Period." In an era where social media metrics and celebrity endorsements often dictate influence, Washington's words cut through the noise, offering a countercultural perspective that prioritizes divine guidance over earthly allegiances. This declaration stands in stark contrast to the prevailing culture of seeking validation from peers and the public. Billy Hallowell and Raj Nair of CBN reflected on the significance of Washington's public affirmation. Hallowell noted that Washington, as one of the most influential actors of his generation, possesses the capacity to position himself as a leading voice in Hollywood. However, he consciously chooses to defer to God's guidance. It's a really powerful message for the times in which we live to have somebody of his stature not make himself the leader, even though he could. He's saying, "No, the leader is Jesus," Hallowell observed. This humility and deference to a higher power are particularly impactful coming from someone at the pinnacle of his profession. Hallowell further emphasized the boldness of Washington's conviction, pointing out that while his career is inherently tied to public approval, he remains unswayed by external opinions. This mirrors the experiences of other prominent figures like Chris Pratt and Will Smith, who have spoken about the inherent emptiness found in seeking approval through celebrity status. As Hallowell put it, if people cancel you or get upset, then that's their problem. He doesn't care. This detachment from the fear of public backlash underscores a profound inner strength and conviction. The conversation delved deeper, highlighting the spiritual wisdom underpinning Washington's philosophy. Hallowell referenced Proverbs, stating, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, or the beginning of knowledge." Denzel is speaking with wisdom here. The only thing worth following solely is God. Be the glory to God alone, to the exclusion of your own pride and self-glorification. This perspective frames Washington's public stance not merely as a personal belief, but as a guiding principle rooted in ancient wisdom. In an age often characterized by the relentless pursuit of fame, accumulating followers, and seeking validation through social media, Denzel Washington's words serve as a powerful reminder that true leadership, fulfillment, and purpose are found not in external accolades, but in a steadfast commitment to faith. His message encourages a reevaluation of what it means to lead and to find one's ultimate grounding in something greater than oneself. And that brings us to the end of another packed episode of Hollywood Men. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exclusive content. That's a wrap on another exciting episode of Hollywood Men. We covered Denzel Washington's underrated noir thriller, Devil in a Blue Dress, now on Hulu, a playful watch-snatching moment between Denzel Washington and AAP Rocky, the divided critical reception for Spike Lee's Highest to Lowest, and Denzel Washington's powerful stance on faith over fame. Don't miss out on any of our updates. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, leave a comment below, and follow us on all social media platforms for more exclusive content.